Welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and this is a 66 GTO. 389 under the hood, real black car, real red interior. She is gorgeous, guys. We got great looking chrome. The grill's looking sweet. I tell you what, the black paint on this car is slick as can be. She is beautiful. Like I said, born with a tri-power. It's got a 4-barrel on it now. Red line tires, great looking reflections in that paint. I tell you what, the painter spent a ton of time doing body work on this car because it is straight as an arrow. Look at these door jambs. Look at the lips here. Look at that latch. Look at the door panels. They look brand new. Armrest is looking sweet. Door jambs looking sweet. Great looking dash. And yep, that's a 4-speed in there, guys. Center console. Great looking seat belts in the back seat. The upholstery on the back seat's looking good. Headliner's looking great. We've got the library lights in there, looking sweet. Look at that dash pad. All the chrome, all the trim, everything looking awesome on this beauty. 66 GTO, real black car, real red interior. She is gorgeous, straight as an arrow. Look at those reflections. We got great looking trim back here. Chrome looking sweet. When we got 2 keys to choose from. Look inside the trunk there. Got jack, lug wrench, red line spare. Good looking paint in the gutters. Good looking paint on the bottom side of the deck lid. Good looking covering on the trunk floor. Good looking covering on the back sides of the quarters. Wheel wells are nice and clean. When you look down the side of this big long beauty, look at that beautiful black paint job. Slick as can be. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. That means we own this black beauty. Right now we've got a little over 235 cars in stock, and we own every one of those cars. Now we bring in between 40 and 50 new units every month, and we've always got new inventory coming in. So you gotta make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. Now I've got about 35 years of experience in the business, and I'm gonna put those years to work for you, helping you pick out your dream car. All right, here we go for riding the Black GTO 4-speed. She is sweet, ready to go. Got a tiger in my tank here, guys. So at Vanguard Motor Sales, we can ship this GTO anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Tom will explain how easy that process is. All you need to do is make a phone call and he will take care of the rest. If you need help with financing, Tom will take care of that too. We've got about 3 different bankers we work with on financing. They will hook you up. Real quick phone call to the banker and he will take care of everything for you. You don't have to do a thing but make a phone call, and this dream will be parked in your driveway. Going through the gears nice and smooth. This beautiful black paint job on this gorgeous GTO. Upshifting, downshifting, feeling good, looking good. Getting around the corners here. Now down here on the dash, we've got the speedo working, the tach's working. We got good looking wood on the dash here. Does have the original radio in it. I doubt very seriously that's AM. It's probably not making any music. Now we can, like I said, ship it anywhere. We would love to have you come out, even though we do sell about 95% of our cars sight unseen to people all over the world. We do love it when people come out and visit, so please, if you have the time and the means to come visit, please do. We are close to the airport. It's only about a 20-minute ride. We'll come down to the airport and pick you up if you need a ride. If you want to drive out on a Saturday, if you're close enough, we're here till 3 o'clock on Saturdays. Heck, we'll even make a special trip down here for you if you want. Just call Tom anytime. Now we're about to do something nobody else in the industry does. We're gonna put this beauty up in the air so you can check out the underside. We're gonna show you everything you need to see so you can make a great decision on this GTO investment. So stick with us. We're at our shop right now at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan.
All right, guys, this is the underside of our black 66 GTO. Unfortunately, Greg is out of the shop at the moment, so you're stuck with me for the undercarriage portion of this video. So moving forward here, we do have, looks like a gas tank that has been replaced, but they do have a nice coat of paint on it, but on the top of it, it's that nice coating that's on it that's, you know, protects them from rust and whatnot. So this is pretty cool to see. It has had a replacement gas tank put in it. The floor pans in the car look to be really, really solid. There might have been a little bit of patchwork here and there, but the guys did a pretty good job with it. I know it's pretty hard to see if you see just a little bit right there and a little bit right there, but they did a pretty good job of putting it all in. It's all welded, of course, none of that pop rivet patch panel, none of that stuff here. As far as your rear ends go, we do have a Pontiac style 10 bolt here, 355 gear ratio. It is an open differential from what I can tell. And let's see here, I can't find a date code on this. It's kind of hard to read the date code, so I can't tell you if it's actually going to be period correct for the car. On either end of it, we do have drum brakes, and of course here at Vanguard, we take all this stuff apart. We're drum brake experts, and we do have them set up right for you. The shocks look to be like the original type shocks that would be on this car, in fact, from the factory, which is really cool to see. Moving forward to that, we got our drive shaft here. Of course, we check all of our U-joints, everything checked out fine on this car. Looks like a brand new brake whip hose back here. Looks like factory style mufflers on this car, which is cool to see. Moving forward of all of that, once again, taking a look at our floor pans here, you can see they're in really, really good shape. I don't see any patch panel work up here, and I don't really see a seam over here either. So it looks to be, if these are original floor pans, they've survived amazing, and if they are not, there's a lot of workmanship going on with the replacement. Outside of that, you can see here, I'd like to point out, we have brand new fuel lines and a brand new brake line. The brake line looks to be stainless, which is really cool. Moving forward to that, frames look really nice. You know what I mean? They're not all dented up, boogered up, which is cool. As far as transmissions go, this is a Muncie M20 4-speed manual transmission. Now, it is not numbers matching for the car. This is a 1969 model year transmission, which is how I can tell it's an M20, because they actually have the A suffix code stamped on it. Moving forward of all of that, underside of our Pontiac V8 here, we're going to get to that in just a second. Front end. I'm always like a big fan of when people actually take things apart to paint them, and you can see all the definition of when this front end was all put together, which is really cool. And that looks like we've got brand new inner and outer tie rod ends on both sides. Looks like the center link actually was replaced. Looks like we got a brand new idler arm and pitman arm. And then it looks like we've got same good looking new shocks up here in the front, like the original type shocks. Good looking bushings here for our sway bar. Upper and lower ball joint, as you can see, look to be brand new on the thing. On this side over here, same thing. We got upper and lower ball joint, looks to be replaced. Brand new brake whip hoses. I mean, it's a restored car, guys. We do have, on this car, it is power steering, which is really cool. We're going to get to see that from the top here in just a second. Drum brakes on the front, but once again, we go through all of our brakes. Shouldn't have anything to worry about. Now, as far as wheels go, we do have a set of reproduction bias ply tires on this, which is really cool. 7.75, 14, which means this is a 14-inch rim, and this is a good looking, just a factory style rim, which is really, really cool. Moving forward to that, back here we got the same good looking red line bias ply tires, and we're, of course, 7.75, 14. It's pretty unusual to see them stagger them when you actually go for the original look, which is really cool. Now take a look up in there, look at the wheel well, look at the definition. That's what I'm talking about right there. Very, very nice. And look at all the trim. Looks like this has all been replaced. It looks way too nice to be original. Overall, they did a pretty good job on this car. As you can see, the underside is immaculate on this thing. And now we get to look at the fun part, Pontiac V8. All right, guys, this is what's making the power right here. A 389 Pontiac V8. Now, this particular engine was cast February of 1965. Now that means that it's probably not the original engine for this car, but we're getting pretty close. It's it's probably a 1965 model year engine. Now you can see here valve covers look like they're in pretty good shape on this car. Looks like they're probably reproductions. Really nice chrome looking on them. Intake manifold looks to be just the Pontiac tri-power intake. Now carburetors on here, it's what they would be, 3 Rochester 2 jets. Ignition looks to be like just the factory ignition back there. Got power brakes on this thing, which is cool to see. It looks like a fresh alignment on it based on all the shims and whatnot. It looks like all of our bushings are in excellent shape up here. Looks like a lot of our brake lines look to have been replaced too, if you get a look down in there. All of it looks to be pretty solid. They even actually have the little rubber aprons on here to protect your control arms from the splash coming into your engine bay. Factory exhaust manifolds, like I mentioned underneath, we do have power steering on this thing. We also have AC on this car, which is really cool. Looks like all the factory AC setup is still over there, which is really nice to see. No one's monkeyed with it. Moving down in here, looks like it's all pretty solid as far as your inner fender wells go. Looks like a fresh wiring harness, at least some of the fresh wiring harness there I can see on our oil pressure sending unit, which is cool. Same thing with our charging system over there. Looks like a brand new voltage regulator. Overall, they did a pretty nice job on this car. Very, very well built, as you saw from underneath, and that's what tells the details, is when you see nice plumbing, nice undercarriage, that's how you can tell the car was well built. Same thing here, they even took the time to actually put in the underhood insulation, which is really cool to see. So, all being said, guys, if you'd like to have this car in your driveway, if you'd like to come in and see it, make an appointment, call Tom with the number below, and we'll set this thing up. We'll get it up on the hoist for you so you can take a look at all this for yourself. We'll take you out for a ride in it. If you're real serious, you can get behind the wheel, guys. That all being said, we'll see you. Thanks for letting Vanguard park your dream in your driveway.